Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing really well. Please excuse any redness of the eyes, any strange voice, any sniffing, coughing that may go on during the filming of this video, because guess what? I've got another cold, so I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna try and work through it. I hope you can still understand what I'm saying. My eyes really want to water as well, so I'm gonna do a lot of blinking. It's going to take a lot of coffee to get through this, a lot of coffee. Today I wanted to talk to you about my April favourites, products I've been loving throughout the month of April. I don't really plan to do a favourites every month, but I feel like the last couple of months I've had loads of stuff that's kind of new or that I've found again to talk about, so why not? So the first thing I wanted to talk to you is like non-makeup related, is this flask from Teint. Now, if you haven't heard of Teint, they are all over Instagram. I know I've seen loads of their posts recently. They do like loose leaf teas and really all natural ingredient tea toxes. That's kind of their main thing. Like tea tox, I don't know if it's for me. I feel like I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna do it one day, but I'm just not right now. I've got 2 kids, preschool age. I need my coffee and I really want to do it properly. I want to like go proper deep detox only, no coffee, no caffeine, no more soft drinks. I want to do it properly and I'm just not in the right headspace right now. But this flask has changed my life. If you are a mum of young children or you just have a very busy life, or both like me, then this will change your life. This is the best flask. I mean, I've had a few flasks. I always seem to get them free at conferences and stuff. You get, you know, a really useless flask. So I've never really liked flasks for that reason. They always leak. They never fit in your car cup holder, do they? Of all the, why don't they fit in your cup holder? But this one, the size of it is amazing. It's really tall, so you can fit, like, this is like a full cup of coffee and I've still got like half of it left. So you can fit like a really large drink in there, and it's really thin. So you can easily fit it in your car cup holder, which is like the dream for me. Now I must make 10 cups of tea a day, of which 5 might make it to actually being drunk, and of those 5, maybe 2 are of actual drinking temperature because someone needed a snack, someone woke up from their nap, someone had a nappy to change, something needed doing, and my tea got left and forgotten. And I've literally made every single hot drink in here since I got it. It stays hot forever, for like your whole life in here. It stays like not warm, hot. I put it in, I make my coffee, my morning coffee in here, and then I go to work, put it in my car because it fits in my cup holder, and it is still hot when I get to work. If you're interested in doing a detox, now obviously this is actually like designed to go along with their detox range. It has this little sifter in the top, so you can put your loose leaf tea in there and no loose like tea leaves are gonna get up in your mouth. So that is pretty genius. And I've also used this for my infused water, so you just bung a load of fruit in, fill it up with some ice water, and then none of the pith gets in your mouth either. I've really been enjoying this. They come in all different kinds of colours. It lasts really, really well, really easy to clean. I've just been really, really liking it, and I have not been paid to say any of that, by the way. And because I've been so obsessed with it, they gave me a discount code as well, so the discount code will be down below. So if you wanted a flask, or you wanted to try their detox teas, then take yourself some money off with my code. So next up is the L'Oreal Revitalift Laser Renew Day Cream from L'Oreal. I feel like I've tried one of their Revitalift creams before, but not enjoyed it as much as this one. I've been loving this. This is the mini size, which I really appreciate that they do a smaller size because it's much cheaper. I think this is like £7 or £8, which is really good value for a really good quality day cream. So it doesn't have SPF in it, which is my one downfall, because I don't like to have SPF in my foundations. So it would be good to have SPF in here, but you know, we can move past that. But this is like clinically proven to visibly improve your crow's feet, which are these like smile lines. These are smile lines, these are laughter lines. I always get that confused. So crow's feet, laughter lines, it's clinically proven to improve those. which is like currently my like #1 aging concern is these laughter lines. They're like the first thing to show and bother you, aren't they? So yeah, I've been loving this. It feels lovely. It almost feels like silicone-y. Like it goes on beautifully, smoothly, softly. I feel like it's a lovely base for makeup. It, you know, sinks right into the skin, so it's not greasy on the skin or anything like that. You only need a really small amount as well. And I love the fact that it sort of doubles up as almost like an eye cream as well. So I can then go in my eye cream and I'm like double attacking those lines. Really, really like this. Next up, the MAC Strobe Body Lotion. I've been really enjoying this. I've got this like all over my chest and like shoulders today. It's just really soft and subtle. Like it doesn't look like you've put glitter on your body. It doesn't look like you've done anything. It just looks like you've got the skin of an angel, a glowing angel. It's really subtle. It hasn't got too much of a scent. It's got this lovely sort of, well, opal undertone to it. The shade is called Opalite. You can just see on here, it's just really subtle. Looks gorgeous on legs, just a hint of luminosity, but it just doesn't look like you've got anything really obvious or really dramatic on your body. So for every day, for summer, for like, you know, sitting in the park and things like that, it's just really pretty. I feel like it just gives you a little something. Next up, foundation. I forget whether this was in my March favourites, but it may be in my monthly favourites for the rest of all time. Who knows? This is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear foundation. I think that's it. That's it. Foundation. I have mine in the shade 24. Now, UK and American shades are different, so go careful with that. But this, it's what I've got on today. I feel like it's one of those shades where I can pull it off when I'm a bit paler and I can pull it off now that I've got a bit of a tan. So that is in itself really handy. This is the most beautiful foundation I've ever used. Today, I used it with some strobe cream mixed in because I saw Desi Perkins doing that in one of her latest videos. And that has just made me love it even more. I've always really struggled to say this is my favourite foundation, that is my favourite foundation, because like I've always had foundations for different occasions. So I love the Clinique Even Better Glow for like a daytime going to work look. I love the Armani Luminous Silk for a night out. I love the Fenty for like a full beat. There's always like, you know, I have multiple foundations that I prefer for multiple different occasions. Whereas this is like finally a foundation that I feel I can use in any occasion. So today I mixed it in with my strobe cream, so it's got a bit more of a natural coverage to it. It's more of like a medium with a bit of glow to it. You know, I can mix more of the strobe cream, or I can mix some drops, or I can use it with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter to make it dewy. Or used on its own, it can give me like a full coverage, soft, natural, matte finish, full beat glam. It doesn't really have much white cast at all, so I'm comfortable wearing it on a night out. It is really long wearing, very beautiful on the skin, very kind to lines. I mean, it's everything, it's everything. And now that I know to mix strobe cream into it, it can also be like an everyday, easygoing, light coverage, natural skin finish foundation as well. So yeah, definitely my all-time favorite foundation. I'm just gonna say it. So I really have been struggling to reach for any other foundations because I've been so in love with my Lancome. However, what is quite exciting recently is you may have noticed I've caught some sun. It's been very, very sunny here in the UK for like 3 minutes. And if you don't know, if you're not British, the second the sun comes out, everyone has a barbecue, everyone gets naked and just lies in the sun, because it might be the last time we see it for 14 years. Literally, show me some sun and I am like that, 2 or 3 shades deeper than what I was before. So I have now pulled out all of my like summer shade foundations, which is really a treat. Well, it's a little bit upsetting because my winter shades no longer work for me. So like my Fenty doesn't really work for me anymore. My Clinique doesn't really work for me anymore. My Dior Forever Undercover definitely doesn't work for me anymore. So that's a bit sad. But the opposite to that is that I get to bring out all my summer foundations and discover old favorites that are in my like deeper skin tone. So this is one of those. Now I do have this in 2 shades. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done. This is like a sort of tinted moisturizer, I guess. I have it in 2 shades, medium dark, which is like my post-holiday NC35 to NC40 shade, and then this is in light medium, which is like my winter shade. So at the moment I'm mixing these two, so 2 pumps of the lighter and 1 of the darker, and that gives me a perfect shade. I love having this in 2 shades because I can sort of vary as I tan and then go back the other way as I lighten up. I'm really liking this in the sunny weather because it has SPF 20 in it, and it also has like some nice skincare in there. It's like a primer, moisturizer and light foundation in one, so it's very lightweight on the skin. It's quite hydrating, also has the SPF in it. So for like the really hot days when I've just been going to see friends for lunch or sitting outside, this has been what I have been using just to give that extra SPF, and it's just really a nice foundation. I think it's the sort of thing that if it ran out tomorrow, I probably wouldn't repurchase it, but it's nice and it does serve a really good purpose in the summer. Next up, the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. My goodness, this is the best concealer I have ever tried in my whole life. Just saying. I have a review of this which I will link down below for you if you haven't seen that yet. It is amazing. Massively recommend this for mature skin. It does not soak into my lines. It does not crease. It looks beautiful. I have mine in the shade 6, which is perfect for me. Really nice yellow undertone, bit brighter under my eye but not crazy, just perfect for me. Really nice ingredients in here. It's fragrance free, all that good stuff, because it is Clinique and obviously they are into their skincare, so that's really, really nice. It is really long wearing. It has really good coverage. It's buildable, it's very easy to blend, it feels really lightweight, it's not matte, it's a natural finish, so it's very comfortable to wear despite having a really good coverage. The other day I was out in the garden after I had this on and I was like very, very hot, like because I've had a cold, my eyes watered a bit and it didn't even move, budge, nothing. Yet I still find it really easy to take off. Next up, the Anastasia Dip Brow. I have mine in the medium brown shade. I literally purchased this a few weeks ago and I have like used it every single day since. I feel like it's really made a huge difference to like my brow game. I feel like it's really upped my brow game. I use this with the Sigma winged liner brush, I think it's the E06, and that combination has just made doing my brows so easy and quick. I feel like they look 10 times better than they did before I started using this. I think it's the perfect shade. I feel like it will last me forever. I've literally hardly scratched the surface and I've used it every day for weeks. So yeah, it does like dry out quite quickly, which is what lots of people say, but I've just been putting a drop of oil on the top and it literally is back to brand new, so that doesn't bother me at all. So this was a shocker for me. This is the Morphe Brontour and I have the shade Vlogger, Dirty Mirror, soz. So yeah, I really was not expecting to like this. I kind of bought this to review for you guys, to test it out for you guys and see. I really thought it was going to be I just didn't think it was going to work. I did not think it was going to be as pigmented as it is. I definitely didn't think it was going to be as blendable as it is. I just didn't know what to expect, but it was not this. It is so silky. This is the bronzer, this is the contour shade, so you can see the contour is darker and cooler, and that is a heavy swatch. This is what I've used today, both the bronzer and the contour. This has made me fall in love with powder contouring again, because I really have only been cream contouring for like a year. I've hardly powder contoured at all, and this has really made me appreciate that process again, how much easier it is than cream contour. I really did not think I would use this how it's intended. I thought, wow, they do say that you can mix it together, and that's what I thought. I would only use it as mixing it together. The bronzer is like a shimmery shade, or it looks shimmery in the pan, but on your skin it's much more satin, no visible glitter, and then the contour is a matte. So I thought I was going to end up swirling these together. To me, the bronzer shade looked like it's going to be too orange, and the contour just didn't really look cool enough. I don't know what I thought. I just did not think I was going to like it. But it is like, I'm reaching for it all the time. I think it's a lovely bronzer. The contour is amazing. You have to be very careful. It is almost too pigmented, if that's a thing. Almost too pigmented. It's like quite intimidating to use because you have to use a tiny bit, tap it off, but It does blend so easily that it's not really an issue, if that makes sense. I've really been impressed. Such good value for money. There's all different shades to choose from, although some of them really look questionable as though they're going to bronze anybody. But this shade, the Vlogger shade, really highly recommend it. If you are like an NC 25 to 40, 100% you can use this shade. Next up, my Clinique Cheek Pop. So I got this in the shade Ginger Pop. So I got on my cheeks today. I just find this so easy to work with. Like when you swatch it, it looks like cray cray. But when you blend it onto the cheek, it is so blendable and it just goes to a complete wash of colour, but you can build it and build it and build it and make it really intense. So I feel like it will work for lots of skin tones. I never really reach for Clinique makeup, but since I really love their foundation and now I found their concealer that I love as well, I feel like they're really starting to make moves in the makeup industry. I've always kind of thought of them as like a skincare line that kind of plays at makeup, but they are getting their stuff together. It has this gorgeous luminous finish to it, which I love. I just wish they had more shades. They only seem to have like 4 shades ever in stock in the UK. So I'd love to see more shades of this. They're also really cute packaging and really nice small size for travel. Next up, the Lancome Monsieur Big. Now, I started using the Benefit Bad Gal Bang after I bought it. I love that mascara, it is really good. However, I repurchased this one because I wanted to do a comparison between the two, and if you saw that video, this one just about scraped it for me. It's just that little bit more volume to it, which is like my preference over length because I have really long lashes anyway, so volume for me is the thing that I want. I just forgot how, I mean, I knew how good it was, but I forgot how much better it was than any other mascara in my opinion. It's just exactly what I look for. And I also feel like it's quite rare with a mascara that it doesn't deteriorate as far as how good it looks and performs as it gets older. I've like had this for a good 5 or 6 weeks now and it still is as good as the first day I used it. In fact, it's almost getting better. But this will forever be my #1 mascara. Nothing has beat it yet. I just love it. Iconic Prep Set and Glow Spray. Now when I did my review of this, I was really unsure about both of these. So I tried this one and I tried the MAC one, but I've been using both of them since and I've really liked them. I always make sure that I do this before I go in and do my lower lash mascara because they are both quite wet sprays. Although this, although it feels wet on the face, is a very fine mist. Look at how pretty that is. It also doesn't look mega glittery, so I used this to set my makeup today, and as you can see, it doesn't look like I've got a whole face full of glitter. My face just looks luminous. The smell is gorgeous. So this is it here on my arm. It does take quite a while to dry, but like I said, just make sure that you do your like lower lash mascara or that you're really careful with it. Spray from quite far away, and it is just a really healthy luminosity to the skin, just gives life to the skin, stops it looking so flat and matte if you've gone in with a lot of powders and things like that. I really like it. I haven't noticed any glitter on my face, any fallout, no issues. The spray is still working really nicely, and I'm kind of reaching for that like almost every day I do my makeup at the moment. Lastly, I have 2 lip products. One isn't very oldie but goodie, and it's the one I've got on my lips. This is MAC's Snob, and it's just a classic sort of cool toned or neutral pink. It's a satin finish, although it looks quite matte on the lips, I feel, and it's just really wearable in summer. Literally as soon as the sun comes out, I want to start putting this on my lips. It's just really girly but wearable pink. It's not quite as like in your face as like a Saint Germain. It's very wearable, goes with lots of looks, and it's just really soft but gives you like that really feminine, girly kind of touch to your makeup. And as soon as it's warmer, I just love this, like a little pop of colour. Next up, my fave liquid lipstick from my Huda haul, and this is Bikini Babe. This is the one that I got free, which is ironically my favourite one. I'm so glad that this is the one that they sent me. So it's just a sort of peachy nude, which is like my jam. This formula is amazing. It's so comfortable, so long wearing, not drying, doesn't give me any issues, really nice finish, and this shade is perfect for my skin tone. When it first goes on, it looks a little bit too light, but they dry down darker, so once it's dried down, and that is it. That is everything from my favourites for the month of April. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe before you go so I can see you again. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.